Hey, how's it going? This is Triple A Rockhound on Rocktalk, which I'm giving the title to. It's about talking about rocks, talking about your hobbies, showing what I have, what is different about what I have, what you have. So we'll see who comes in and chats. Last time I was an hour and 35 minutes on live. Two friends came on. It was awesome. Last time we talked about slabs into cabs. Now we're going to be talking about rough stuff, roughing it too. Stay over there. So this shall be interesting to see how this goes. If this keeps going on and I keep getting people to come in, sorry, birds in the background if you can hear them, they're talking to each other. Um, who am I? For one, should always have an intro. So I should have music. The thing is, I am Triple A Rockhound, also called AJ Styles Prospecting. When I'm going for gold, that name. When I'm going out for rockhounding, Triple A Rockhound. I find gold. I find different minerals from Washington and only Washington. I go out once in a while, but this year has been such chaotic. It hasn't been real easy. But I've been real busy with work. I haven't had time to go out. But I'm always buying stuff on Facebook from my friends that I do a lot of stuff with. I know my stuff. Good to know your stuff. Research is key. Stop. I don't mind them. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about rough. We talked about this beauty here last time. This is All Natural. One of my favorites. I'm going to show this all the time because it's one of my favorites. So put you over, y'all. What you saw earlier, it's called Crazy Lace. Even though it's not, well, it's half rough, half polished. This is called Crazy Lace Agate. May not look like an agate, but it is. It's based agate, jasper agate, and a bunch of other stuff. But you see right there, when the light hits that, it's got a little see-through right there. Looks like a little person. It's pretty neat. Now I'll always show same different ones or same, like this guy, which I actually hand polished myself. This is a geode that's been through a lot. When you look at it, oh, it was almost a perfect circle. I would like to cut this and make it into something one day. But yeah, this thing was hand polished by me. Probably never work on it again. Never know. And we talked about petrified wood, which is what this guy is last time. So I'm roughing it in a good way. But I'm also going to talk about what you can do with your rough after it's turned or tumbled. You can make it into jewelry like this. This is called Shogunite. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it right. This is not a stretchy bracelet, which it should always be. Here's one I made myself with some amethyst, and a koi fish agate. These things are really neat. Real stone. Been carved, but on a stretchy bracelet. Let's see. So we're going to talk about that after we talk about rough. I should have put that on. Oh well. If you want to know what a cabochon, if you missed it from last time, I'll show again. Here's a little piece of amethyst. Sorry it's so small, but this one I got from a friend of mine. This little guy's, I can't remember what it's called. It's a special type of amethyst. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't want top chat. I want live chat. There we go. Last time I had it on top chat and I didn't know someone was talking until, oh, he's here. I'm still learning. Yeah, look how purple that is. It's almost as purple as uh what's December birthstone. Tanzanite. It's almost as purple as Tanzanite. Yeah, my camera is over here and it's trying to focus on me instead. That's okay. This little guy's real neat. It's one of my keepers. Oh, Brandenburg Amethyst. Make sure you have labels. And these little bags are handy. I'll show you that too. Yes, I'm going to use that every time I come back. And of course, it's going to get stuck in my head. So, what you could do with something like this, you turn it into something like that. And of course, this is stuck. You turn it into a necklace like so. Like that. So, we'll talk about that soon. So, one of my favorite roughs, if you haven't known, is Hematite. Why is it one of my favorites? I have no idea why. It's just really cool because it's got vitritos and it's natural polish. It's not man polish. It's not machine polish. It's nature polish. I sell these so fast. It's hard to keep them. I sell these about $6 to $15 each. Depends on the size. They're pretty good. I like to get more of these. And another favorite of mine is this guy. No, it's not a dino turd. That's a dino turd. This is older than a fossil you could think of. This is called NWA meteorite. That's right, this is a meteorite. It is called a stone meteorite. It's not an ironstone. It may have tiny bits of iron, but it's only an iron meteorite. Stone meteorite. There are three bases of meteorites: iron, stone, iron, and stone. Stone is when it's all rock, not iron, but it's got small fractures of meteorites, or small fractures of iron in it. So if I took this to a magnet, it might get a little hug here, but not as much. Not as much as this guy. You put a magnet in this, it'll go right onto it. But this guy is one of my favorites. Thanks to a TV show called Meteorite Men back in the day, I had no idea what meteorites were until I saw that show. That show was awesome. I might do another one of these tomorrow. Depends on what time it is. We'll see how this one goes. Last one was really good. Yeah, this is what you see usually. Talk about the glare. So if you found a meteorite and it looks like this, not this, people, for some funny reason, people get this confused for one of these guys. Does that look anything like? Fresh meteorites do look black. They are. I have one. It's somewhere around here. But they'll never look like these. For one, it's way different rock in the bottom. Oh, sort of. What's all that? Huh. Yeah, different rock. Meteorites are something that comes from the Milky Way. Depends on what it is. Comes from the Milky Way to beyond that. This little guy probably traveled and exploded in the air or in the ground because of the way it looks. Let's see if I can get this up. See how this right here was once part of something big. So when it was like this, it either exploded and it traveled on the ground, or it hit the ground and it did something else. And that's what happened to the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs learned their lesson, even though they're royalty. Another thing is meteorites sometimes have holes in them, natural holes, because when it's flying in the air, it's getting hot, heat pressure, and it's just taking so much poundage from our atmosphere. It's getting a lot of damage. But when you see something like that, there you go. That's another clue. Another also clue is the fractures, how they groove and the look. So NWA is what this type is called. It's called Northwest Africa. It is named after where it was landed. It just kind of sticked. But there are multiple different types. There's three main base. There are three different types. There are three base types, but there's multiple different types. There are some that have peridot in them, which is what I don't think I have. So imagine this being in one of these, but it's only in iron meteorites that the peridot's in. Gold, for one, is also from outer space. How is that? Supernova. Science are still trying to figure out how is gold traveling from a supernova to here. It just happens. Let's see how this goes. No, it's too white. So yeah, it's still a mystery about gold. Scientists have figured out that gold came from outer space while the Earth was being formed and shaping up and all that stuff, and never know where it comes from. But they have found it in meteorites, but not as much. They have found different other minerals in meteorites. Peridot is just one of the ones that people really like. So here's another rough I have. It's from Morocco. It's a fossil that I got from a friend of mine. I won at a raffle. I was surprised. I think I did a video on this a while back before I started TikTok. This has been trimmed. It's been rescued about how it is. The people, took something and just cleaned it really good, and they found it not like this, but it had rocks like this all over it. They just found it's like a statue. Looks like a bug from Slither. Why this light doesn't want to work? Yeah, it's the legs or something. The mouth. So yeah, this is one of my keepers that I'm gonna keep. I'll probably never sell it. Someone offered me 200 at one point, and then I was like, no, not even that. There's a good reason why. Mine, and it gives me a good start to tell you. She does a Facebook group. Can't remember what it's called. There's too many to remember. Um, she did a raffle. Or she did a raffle, and she tagged me into it. Oh, cool! I got the money for that. I'll do that. I told you what I paid for it. It did. Still surprising. Um, I was the last person to enter the raffle that it shocked me that I won. Of course, there was a lot of boo-hoo people that lost, but it was still a fun one. When she sent it to me, I was really surprised. There was another one that I won the same day, and this one made me cry. Is a tooth that I got from her. A tooth of one of my favorite dinosaurs. Well, a Spinosaurus tooth. Stop it. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, there we go. Spinosaurus tooth. It was a whole piece. It was about this big when I got it, but I dropped it. That was the sad part. Yeah, just imagine something with teeth like this. And this is actually a real, as you can see, it is a real tooth, not a fake one. I do have one, and for example, to show people what a fake tooth looks like. I get it that people want to buy cheap stuff, but don't do that. It hurts us. Yeah, you can see it right here. Look at it. Only I better put it down so I don't break it again. Monkey, shush. Sorry about that. So yeah, here's the other part of that tooth. Let's see. Oop, still goes in, surprisingly. Might get it her glue it for me. Yeah, there we go. So mm, this is a 14-inch. I mean, look at that. And I've seen teeth this big before. This is probably a mid-sized Spinosaurus or one of the back teeth because a full-size Spinosaurus is about the size of this wrench. It's a 14-inch. Yeah, this guy is such a good one. Let me have her fix it for me. But yeah, that's how you tell if it's a real dinosaur bone is all the stuff that's still in it. Fake one would look all the same. It's really sad that people do that. Yeah, there's still some bits in there. It's one of my favorites. Another fossil I showed in the video before this one was this equus tooth. Yeah, these guys over here talking. They know what I'm doing. Equus teeth is a ice age horse. It's big. I mean, this is just a molar of it. Talk about ouch. This is the bottom half. This I have a lot of fossils. This I'm not sure if this is the top or bottom, but this will give you an idea. So this is what they're doing, eating, grinding. These are found by Digging Science on YouTube. Really good. Let's show it. No, I don't need that. Hold on. Be right back. Is, There you are, of course. Sorry, I just found someone that I want to bring in. Hopefully you got the message. Talk to her later. I might put my ring light over here. Might give me a better look at it. I don't know yet. I'm still learning about being live. This actually gets me ready. If I go live on TikTok, which I have, which is it down there, um, it's still trying to figure out this thing. Let's see. Hmm. Trying to figure something. Why would I want to watch that in VR? Hmm. Isn't it? Hmm. So I'm just trying to figure something out. Oh, there we go. Trying to figure this out. Oh. Back in a sec. Sorry about this, guys. Thought I had. Hmm. Thought I had a thing I could talk. Hmm. 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 So about that, I need to look up something. There's a little guy here. This is also petrified wood with low opal. The common opal is what the white is. Here's a neat rough too. This is natural citrine, which is a birthstone, which is really neat. It comes out not heat treated. If it's heat, I should have grabbed one of the heat treated ones. Um, like this guy here, not heat treated, natural and neat. Yeah. Oh, here's a really neat one. This is called a geode. Somebody found this and broke it in piece and gave it to me as a surprise. Hi, how's it going? Just trying to get used to being on this thing. Let me know if you have any questions. So one thing, oh, here's a real neat rock, and it's actually a precious rock. You know, it's not gold. Next to it is copper. That is native copper on rock. Basalt, quartz, calcite, a bunch of other things. They come and they go. And this is not polished at all. This is just natural cut from a saw. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one. Wait, is it this one? No, not this one. Guess I should have gotten these wet. Also, copper right here. I cut these. A friend of mine on Facebook cut these, and she sold them to me. Or actually, won them on an auction, surprisingly. See, low river, and then you got some copper there. I do sell these once in a while, but they're too nice to sell sometimes. So you got your basalt rock, your regular rock, and then you got your calcite and your quartz mixed together, and you got your copper right there. Here's another copper piece. This guy is really neat. Sorry about the lighting. Copper is not easy to take pictures of, but I want to focus on it. Yeah, this is a nugget copper that someone tumbled. I had to get it. It's really neat. Most of my copper comes from Michigan. Michigan, for some reason, has like the best copper out there. This one. Oh, but here's another piece of slab. All copper right there, too. All shininess. So about the lighting again. Oh, what's with it? Trying to get. Oh, there we go. And how did she know that there was copper in this rock? Because of clues. One, it's Michigan. That's what they're based off of, is copper. Two is the type of rock she has. She has a mound of copper, of rough rocks around her place, and she goes out digging, finds them. Then she puts them on a saw, which you can see. I don't know if you can. Right there. You can see some markings right here going down. The saw didn't like it because how hard the rock is. Because it jumped. I don't want to drop them. I have a lot of them. If I sold one or two or three, that's fine. Just a sneezing lady. Looks like it. Oh yeah, it is. This one's an interesting one. If you can see it, there's a person besides me, in the mountain. I call this the Sneezing Mountain. Wait, yeah, Sneezing Mountain. One face here is sneezing out the copper, and it comes out of the top. This one would be cool to polish. I would get this polished, keep it as is. Yeah, look at that. And it's right in that formation that it's sneezing. It's really, again, milky quartz, calcite mixed together, and rock base and basalt. Basalt is lava based rock. And then a bunch of other minerals in it. That's really cool. One of my favorites. And here's another one here. Like I said, it's really hard to get pictures of these because how shiny they are. And it's not even polished. That's the wild thing. Oh, I do have some gold. It's going to be hard to see. Little pickers. Oop, there we are. Yeah, I had some somewhere. This guy, or these two here, are from my state, which is Washington. You can see them everywhere. If you know where to look for, you can find it. So after you cut your rocks, turn them in slabs, turn them into cabs, or whatever, you can turn them also when you tumble them. You could these were tumbled, as you can see. This is my Shogunite stretchy bracelet, and they did a really neat job on it. Sometimes you'll get ones like this guy here, which is our machine made. What does that mean? It means they took a machine and they used their hands or something, and they made them into mini spears. This is blue lace agate, which is one of my favorite agates. And the reason why it's called blue lace is because of all the small little lines in it. You see it right there. This is one of my favorite bracelets that I wear. I guess I wear bracelets. I wear necklaces. I don't do the earring thing, or I do the ring once in a while, not very often. Stretchy bracelets are a good way to go. Let's see. Oh, here's another copper thing. A copper cab. Try to say that 3 times. This is real neat. This is from one of the slabs that someone did. Of course, I had to get it. Somebody cut it from one of these, not one of mine, but one of these, and then they trimmed it and they put it on a CAD machine and they worked on it. And it's really neat, and it's one I keep. I could tell someone that, oh, that's how you make it. So back, uh-oh, that might be one. Hold on, be right back.